Hello, my fellow YouTubers. This is Roman 612 Ministries. I got a little bit of a cold. My voice is going away, but hopefully you can understand me and it doesn't go all the way out by the end of this video. This really isn't a very biblical video. I know the last couple of videos I put out are because, well, it's a ministry program and that's what I do. I try to, minister. Anyway, so is everybody ready for World War III? Have you guys seen this yet? We have two sides, Russia and the United States. There's a couple of other countries in on there, China, North Korea, Canada, UK, and all that stuff. But main players on the scene are Russia and the United States. Okay, so we have been funding the Free Syrian Army in Syria for quite a while now. Actually, there's some speculation as to if we actually even started ISIS. Well, back in the day, it was called ISIL. Now they call it ISIS. It doesn't matter. So anyway, Russia decides, yeah, sure, we'll help you out. We'll give you some troops. We'll help you a little bit. And then the other day, they decide, well, you know what? We're going to just bomb Syria. So what they did is they had a 3-star general go to the embassy or consulate or whatever it was and tell the military personnel there, listen, get your planes and your men out of this area because we're going to bomb. They gave us a courtesy of this, told us, we don't want to kill any of your men, so if you have anybody there, please remove them. And we said no. We said no. We didn't really believe that the Russians were going to bomb because, they didn't, take over Jordan about 30, 40 years ago, something like that. They didn't help annex Crimea, which it was peaceful, but still they did it. The Russians built nuclear bombs. They went to space. They did everything that we have done. So what makes you think they're not going to bomb a country that we've already bombed? It doesn't make any sense. They did it. A lot of news reports are saying that Russia is trying to help Syria against ISIS. But they didn't bomb ISIS. Who did they bomb? The Free Syrian Army. That's who they bombed. The very same people that we are trying to back. So there's two ways that this could go. One is that Russia bombs the Free Syrian Army, right? And they're doing it to combat us because they are pro-Assad and we are not pro-Assad. We want Assad out for various different complicated political, monetary reasons. We want him out. But the plan still goes. Russia does this. They go against us, and they are covertly or proxy war, and they are trying to destroy the Free Syrian Army, which is the opposition of Assad. Okay? There's one direction, and that'll end up creating, it's going to create a huge proxy war, which means it'll look like the United States and Russia aren't together in a war, but we really are. We scurry this little area over here and get these guys fighting against these guys, and then get these 5 guys fighting against these guys. You start information wars, which is pretty much what's been happening already. The other direction is that the Russians and the United States are actually in on this, and they're playing good cop, bad cop. I would not put this out and to say that this isn't exactly what's happening. See, because the United States and Russia know that if we were to get to war together, it would be all out nuclear. We would all die. It would be all out nuclear warfare. They may call them tactical nukes, but it is not going to matter. It's going to be a nuclear war, and we will all die. That's what's going to happen. So, my idea is that Russia and the United States are playing together. The United States creates the Free Syrian Army to oust Assad. Russia plays that they want Assad in. You've noticed that the United States and Russia, Putin and Obama, are always talking together? Always. To try to find a diplomatic solution to this problem. What really is the problem in the first place? Why can't we just leave this guy alone? He has like a 70-some% exception rate approval rate from the people in Syria. I mean, they love this guy. Now, granted, they hate the United States, but if we got bombed as much as they did by a country, we would hate that country too. I am not against our military, so don't take this wrong. I'm just saying we have laid out an awful lot of groundwork for some hatred. We really have. Anyway, so they covertly get together. They create an even worse situation than there already is. Then there is an all-out civil war. It's complete chaos. And the same thing that happened in Crimea and Ukraine ends up happening in Syria and Iran. They want them out. They want them out because they want the oil. Come on, people. This is 2015 now. We know they want the oil. I mean, it's just a well-known fact. What happened in Ukraine when they refused to let them vote for Crimea? What did President Putin do? He cut off their oil system, right? One of the main things that we have going on in the United States right now that you really haven't heard anything about in a little while, which is kind of strange, the Keystone Pipeline. Think about it. I mean, even the reason why we went to Iraq was because of the fact that Saddam decided to not get his oil in United States dollars anymore. He wasn't going to trade it in dollars. He was going to the euro or the ruble. I can't remember which one. But it wasn't the United States dollar anymore. So then we went ahead and bombed the hell out of him and ousted him out of office. See, if the United States and Russia are covertly coming together, they can create a treaty between each other. And that's what I think they're doing. But anyway, you guys have a great day. This is Romans 612 Ministries. Grace and mercy to you.